Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's been a while since I've done any one of these. It's been months. I haven't been to the movies. This year. I've been busy with a lot of other stuff. But I'm here to review the first movie I'm seeing this year, which is Oz the Great and Powerful, directed by Sam Raimi, the director of the Spider-Man trilogy. Also starring, James Franco, Mila Kunis, Richard Weisz, and Michelle Williams in the lead roles. This is a fantasy adventure, type of movie. It's sort of like a prequel to the 1930s, the popular 1930s movie, The Wizard of Oz, and it's about this local magician named Oz who's performing shows in Kansas. Then one day it gets mysteriously whisked away in a balloon to a foreign land called the Land of Oz, where he's encountered by three witches and all, who proclaim that he's the savior of the kingdom, of the dying kingdom. That with his presence, he'll be able to restore the kingdom to its former glory, because they think he's the wizard that they've been expecting and all that stuff. All these epic story lines. Anyways, going into this movie, I was a bit apprehensive. I wasn't particularly, it wasn't really on my radar to begin with. But I saw the previews. I thought the visuals were breathtaking. I thought, it was well shot and everything. And some of the actors I liked. I liked Sam Raimi's previous work, and I read some reviews, on the net, and some of them praised the movie. Some, gave it, terrible reviews. Anyways, their opinions. Who cares? But I went, into this movie. I just got out. I just came back from the screening, not so long ago. I went into this movie with an open mind, and let's start with the positives. The movie is well shot. It's a visual masterpiece. I mean, it's a visual treat. The movie looks so beautiful. I mean, it's a fantastically shot movie. I heard it was converted to 3D, but the 3D, as much as I hate and I despise 3D with my life, because I think that, like I said, I've voiced this several on several occasions in my previous videos, that I think 3D is just a tool to extract money from audiences and all. But the 3D in this one wasn't so bad, and I was really pleased with that. I thought the movie was visually stunning. I thought the performances were great. I thought James Franco was fine in his role. There were some what the F moments he had in the film, and Rachel Weisz as she sort of plays the evil witch in this one. She was fantastic. Michelle Williams, Mila Kunis, they were all fantastic in their roles. I thought the direction was great. I thought Sam Raimi did a great job in the technical aspects. He's a CGI director, so the movie had a lot of CGI, and I thought it was done brilliantly. Those were the positives. Now, going to the negatives. Now, this movie, it was so slow paced. I was bored for most of it. As much as I know what the story was all about. I even slept. To be honest, I slept for almost half of the movie. It wasn't engaging at all. As an audience member, you want to be sucked. It's not just about escapism. When you watch movies like this and all, you watch it to escape, fine, but you need a story that will engage you, that will keep you at the edge of your seat, that will want you, that will make you not want to take your eyes off the screen at any moment. But this movie didn't have that story. To be honest, I wasn't engaged at all. I didn't really care about the characters. I know some of them, some of the things they were doing, they were pretty corny in my opinion. There were some corny, moments in the film. I was like, geez, am I watching a kids movie or something? Maybe I'm not the target audience. Maybe this movie is not meant for me. But anyways, I went to see it anyway, and I wasn't, engaged at all. I wasn't sucked in. I didn't care about the character. I didn't care about the story. And when a movie doesn't have those elements, then it's never really good at all. So I was bored for most of it. The movie was slow paced. The movie was slow paced. I mean, there were some really corny moments and all that stuff. I just thought if they had cut some parts out, re-edited some things, Maybe it would have been it would have been much better movie than it was, but it's what it is. And I wasn't really, particularly entertained by this movie at all. I'm sure there are some people out there that will probably enjoy it, and if they do, that's good for them. But for me, I thought this movie was lackluster, and it was boring. Visually, it was great to look at. It was pretty much style over substance. The style was great, it was a visual, treat, and a lot of people will like it for that. A lot of people will be blown away by the special effects, but if the substance is not there, then the movie as a whole is still mediocre. No matter how much special effects, how much money you spend, on special effects or 3D effects or whatever the heck you want to call it. If there's no substance to it, then I'm just not interested. And that was exactly how I felt with this movie. Period. But like I said, it's a movie. I'm sure maybe the movie wasn't for me. Like I said earlier, maybe he has his own target audience. You may still enjoy it, but personally, I thought it was, I thought it was a letdown. So I'm going to give Us the Great and Powerful 2 stars out of 5. Frankly, I thought it was lackluster in general. The visuals were great, but the story, wasn't all that, and I wasn't really engaged at all. So thank you for listening. Thank you for your attention. If you have any comments, you can leave your comments below. You can click thumbs up, and you can subscribe on my channel. If you want to be seeing more of these. Once again, thank you for your attention.